Okay, in this one I'm just gonna show you what umask is on Linux, and basically it's just the default permissions when creating a file or a directory. So here we can see that I have a little main that creates a file with the permissions 777, meaning all permissions to all group. I write something into it and I close the file. So if I run this, we now have a full file with all the permissions, and the content of it is hello. And so what you can do is use the umask syscall like this in your process. So this is a per process thing. And here you will specify a mode mask. So the one people usually use is 022. When you prefix a number in C with 0, that means that this number is octal. So, and basically what will happen is that whenever you create a file or a directory, it will subtract this mask from the whatever permissions you asked for. So here, if I remove my full file and then I rerun my thing, you will see that even though I asked for permission 777, the right permission in the group and the other categories got removed because of the umask. And so you could generalize this to, you could also have a umask of 077. And you can guess what would happen is that we will only have read, write, execute in the user. So if I run this, we can see that this is how it's done. So yeah, this also works for directories. So if I say bar, which will be my directory, and I say I want also like all the permissions in that directory, we will see that when I run this, it has created a directory, but instead of giving me all the permissions, it has only given me the read, write, execute on the user level. So yeah, a place where you might see it more commonly is in a shell. So most shells like bash or my shell is fish, but it doesn't matter, have a umask built in. And so, yeah, that's just literally the umask syscall, but on a shell level. So that means that every file that you create in all of the subprocess of the shell will by default have this umask, or when you have a shell redirection, it will also have this umask. So if I change my umask here to be 0066, like so, and I say echo hello into a cux file, like so, we will see that, oh, yeah, maybe the built-in only takes it like so. I think, is that correct? So 066. Huh. Okay, I found out what was wrong. So if you have a umask of 0, that means allow every permission, and you create this file with a redirection. My shell doesn't use the execute permission, of course, because it's just reading a file. So yeah, of course, if I would have specified in C like something like 555, it would have only removed like the 77 here, so it would be 500, but like this, yeah, would still be 5. But and so anyway, so if I put back now my umask of 066, I remove the cux file and I recreate it and I relist that directory, we will see that the permissions on the group and others level are removed. So yeah, that's about it for umasks. It's just a nice way to have like default permissions in your process when creating files and directories. So yeah, see you in the next one.